I made this intro for a different video that I later thought was stale, but I liked it so much that it cannot waste. So I'm going to use it here. So you have to bear with me, y'all. Let's go.
What is your mood this morning?
My mood this morning. My mood is a mixture of Jesus. And Burna Boy's Way Too Big, you know. Yeah, that's my mood. Now back to the video I actually wanted to make. This is my bed, and at the time of making this video, this is where I have been sleeping for the last 2 weeks. Now you probably wonder, why would you leave the comfort of your home to sleep in a place like this for 2 weeks? Let me tell you a story.
Okay. So I went for a run, so yeah. Anyway, so 4 years ago when I turned 28, I was under a lot of pressure that, man, I have to blow before I turn 30. You know, so with that pressure, I went very hard at stuff. I went through 3 apartments, changed 2 cities, started a company, that's the production company.
So we're doing a second take, but please let your attention be here. I need you guys to look engaged, don't look like, oh God. Hey, rolling and action.
Hired people, moved into an office, made my first million actually before 30. Then the money started finishing.
Hey, Jesus Christ of Nazareth.
I don't know why I thought that the money was going to stay in 7 figures forever. But anyway, money started finishing. We moved out of the office. Then I had to move to, partner with a friend for another studio. Moved into another location with my team. And then, challenge after challenge after challenge until I ended up moving here. And now, after all these multiple lifetimes that I've lived in one lifetime and been through all of these things, I realized that there's one phrase that kept haunting me the entire time. And that is, by now you should have.
So let's take a closer look at some of these by now you should haves before 30. Before 30, you should have bought your first car, you should have gotten your master's, you should have made your first million, you should have gotten married, you should have had sex, you should have had your first child, you should have traveled abroad at least once. You are supposed to, you should have, you should have, you should have, you should have.
On the day you turn 30, something hits you. You suddenly realize that it's just another day. The only thing that is special about it is that you are in it. So what's the truth about turning 30 plus?
Before you agree that there is a delay, you must have been the one in charge of time. If you did not know when your time was, how do you know it is delayed? It's strange. You just sit down and decide that, oh, my time has passed. Who told you your time? We are listening to devils, doctrines of devils.
Whether you're religious or not, you have to accept it. That statement makes sense. There is no script. By now, you should not have done anything. The only thing that is required of you is to do the most you can with what you have, dealing with your daily realities, and working very hard to be the very best version of yourself. There is no competition. You're not competing against anybody. You are the focus, not what any other person says.
So you may be wondering, what does this have to do with me sleeping in the studio? Very simple. There was a power cut, right? And we didn't have power lights, like we say in Nigeria, in the house. I have a generator, a big gen, but I genuinely hate the sound of generators. And since I've not blown enough to afford the kind of inverter that I want, I don't use generator. It's either there's lights or there's no light. And thankfully I have a good battery, so I know. But this period, the power cut was protracted and there was no way to do it. So I thought about it. Should I stay in this house or should I just go to the studio? Because at least there was power in the studio. But there's no mattress in the studio. So I'll have to like sleep on the floor and all. Now, at some point it may be difficult for you, or you may just start thinking, at my level, at this age, how will I be sleeping on the floor? At my level, and then you open the gram, you see your friend chilling in one hotel, or you see somebody, update status, Aberdeen, or you see Nova Scotia for Canada people, and you wonder, hey, my life is not going far. I've not achieved anything. I'm the joker, but that's not it. You have to do what you have to do, and that's exactly what I did. I moved to the studio, and I was sleeping in the studio until the power came back, and I came back home. So that's what it is. That's exactly why I was sleeping in the studio. I did what I had to do, and I achieved what I needed to achieve that season because I didn't care. I just focused on my realities. Yeah. So that's it.
I know some of you are not yet 30, but you're already feeling the burden of it. And if there are certain things that you haven't achieved, that feeling of underachievement can be seriously overwhelming. Believe me, I have been there. I know it firsthand. The most important thing that you should bear in mind, and we all should bear in mind, is it is not about what you have, what you've gotten, or what you've done. The most important thing about growing older is who you are becoming. And as long as you have that in your mind, there is nothing you cannot do, there's nothing you cannot be, and you'll find happiness. So believe that you are becoming better and work towards it. Understand that life is way ahead of you and there's more to you than meets the eye. Don't assume that it's going to be easy, because it's not. It is not going to be easy. You will make mistakes. You will have your heart broken and you'll break people's hearts. You'll get disappointed and you'll disappoint people too. But the story doesn't have to end there. You can be more. You can do more. All you need to do is rise above it and stretch for more. So go out today, seek new experiences. Have fun, dance, laugh, love people. Say thank you to the people who were loyal to you when they didn't have to or when you had very little. Say thank you and show some love and give your flowers to the people who gave you the opportunity to start, to jump, to attempt that career when no one else will. Travel. Make new experiences, try new stuff, but most importantly, live.
Now let's take a closer look at some of these should haves before 30. By 30, you should have by 30, you're supposed to have by 30, by 30, by 30, by 30, by 30. So this is me, Cyrus Agbo, telling you, welcome to my channel. Welcome to the channel. I'm really tired today, but I had to finish this video, so I just decided to put it out there. And my phone is ringing. Hello, Auntie Blessing. Please let me call you back. I beg, no vex. I'm in the middle of a shoot. I'll call you back, oh? I'll call you back, no vex. Yeah. Alright. Okay, I'm done talking. I need to get out of here. Peace, y'all.